Well, this year is sort of a transformation year in that we lost some key players from last year's team, 2 point guards, and Leandra Kerr, Nadia, and Head Pangos, 3 players that impacted our team positively last year. So it's a transformation in that we are trying to groom new point guards in our system who are developing nicely. Shauna has never played the point guard spot before, and she's come in and taken that title and that role for our team. And over the last few weeks, she's really developed in her game and understanding the responsibilities that a point guard has. And then we have a rookie in terms of Haley Bowie, who's from the transfer program, who has a skill set that we can utilize. It's just a matter of her adjusting to our level of play. So with 2 new point guards in the system, there's going to be some growing pains earlier in the year. But again, we're making progressions in our game. So it's a very positive outlook in terms of what's going to occur the rest of the year. I'm also looking at having a collective identity. We don't necessarily have an all-Canadian player on this team. We have very good players, but the understanding that through a collective team effort that we're going to accomplish good things. And so we're just trying to, at this point in time in the season, the preseason, identify roles. Hopefully they accept their roles. And as they embellish those roles for our particular team and understand the collective approach that we want to establish, we should be able to make the playoffs. Well, we got tremendous leadership. I really emphasize layers of leadership on every team that I've ever coached. Layers of leadership implies that everybody has a role in leadership, not just the team captains. And some of them may be more socially oriented, some of them may be more, we have a motivating buddy system, so where everybody has a responsibility to motivate one player on our team, and that's part of leadership. In terms of our captains, Courtney Osborne's in her 5th year. Courtney has been a tremendous player for our program. She's enhanced her game on and off the court over the last 5 years. She's taken a primary leadership role. She's probably played the best basketball of her career over the last few weeks on the court. And off the court, she does everything right in terms of being a team captain and providing the impetus for our younger players who have just come into the CIS experience. And then Erin Sarapnik is our other team captain, and she's provided tremendous leadership as well. Unfortunately, Erin is hurt right now, but even not playing, she's established a great role on our team and doing the things necessary to again enhance that collective identity that we're trying to establish for this team. And then other players like Shawnee Fisher is doing a great job, and the point guards as well. I'm trying to provide them with leadership because the bottom line is point guards have to be your leaders and communicators on the court, and that's where Ish and Haley, even though they're inexperienced at that position, we have to give them an opportunity to enhance their abilities to lead on the court. So we're working with them right now as well to establish positive leadership on the basketball court. Well, the one thing about the recruits, they're enthusiastic, they're willing to learn. Some of them are going to be in a development period, to be quite honest. I think of all the recruits, Haley Bowie is going to get an opportunity for the point guard spot. But the other recruits, we're expecting some good things over the next few years from all of them. And part of the reason is they're willing to learn. And when you've got recruits that are willing to learn and willing to make changes in their game, are willing to provide leadership as well in their own way as rookies, which is always hard to do when it's a new experience, a new environment, living away from home, and all the adversity that it takes to start a new university career. But we're looking, again, to the future, and hopefully they can maintain their enthusiasm and continue to develop their games. So that's the outlook for most of the rookies this particular year. Well, it definitely builds camaraderie. My philosophy has always been to take a road trip somewhere through Canada. One of my philosophies is over the 5-year or 4-year career of a student athlete that they experience different parts of Canada and different trips for their own personal development, but also from a team development, it enhances, no doubt about it, camaraderie, the bonding. You're staying in hotel rooms. The buddy system applies when they're leaving the hotel, and then we always do day trips. Again, I believe strongly that our athletes experience the cities and the towns that we visit. So, last year we went to Calgary and I took the team to Banff, and none of them had ever been on top of a mountain except for 2 of them. They happened to be my niece and my daughter. But this year we took them to Halifax. We took them by the waterfront. Halifax has a great waterfront. They have a great park down there. So we had them hiking through the park and going to the ocean and walking on the rocks and just experiencing Halifax. We took them to a day market down by the waterfront near the boardwalk. And I think those things, they remember those things. It's not just about doing on-court activities. I believe strongly in doing off-court activities, and that enhances the program and enhances their experiences as student athletes at the CIS level. Again, I'm going to emphasize that term I used earlier, collective identity. Everybody's got to be able to contribute, whether they're on the court or off the court. If you're not playing, you've got to show support for your teammates. Be energetic on the sideline. If you're on the court, do what's necessary in your own way, whether it's being a rebounder, whether it's making good choices, whether it's setting good screens, whether it's a scoring role on this particular team. The bottom line is that's the only way we're going to succeed, is we have to establish that collective unit, collective identity, score by committee, and if we can do those things, we're going to make the playoffs. And the early signs have shown progress, and as a coach, that's all you can ask, is a series of progressions, getting better, understanding our strengths and weaknesses, enhancing our strengths, and hopefully change some of our weaknesses into strengths over the course of a year. So I'm looking forward to the challenges that this year brings. I know the players are looking forward to the challenges as well, and we're pumped about league play to begin.